Yo, what's going on? It's boy, the UNJ, and last time in the last story type meme commentary video that I did, I told you guys that the video got X amount of likes, which what the goal was 1,500. I set it really high because I genuinely didn't think that you guys were going to get off your asses and do it, but you guys proved me wrong. It's always good to be proved wrong because somebody who's always as right as I am needs to have that in his life every now and then. I really need it, and you guys did great. As well, I want you guys to know that everybody who's watching right now, if all of you were to like the video, unconditionally, of course, unconditionally. See, I'm not asking you if you guys actually like the video or not, which I hope you do. I do try to make it so you guys enjoy these videos, but theoretically speaking, if everybody who views this video were to like this video would have a ton of likes, a literal ton of them. How much does a like in the virtual world actually weigh? I don't know. But if all of you guys like the video right now, there would be at least a ton. Through the power of the internet, through the power that we can create together, we were able to get 1,500 likes just like that on a whim, baby, just because I said to. Because you guys are fucking awesome, because we're awesome together, because I'm not awesome unless I have you guys, and you guys aren't awesome unless you have me. And I'm speaking generally, of course, in our little like community that we've started through my channel and whatnot, because I like to think that I've made a lot of people become friends through my channel, that I've made a lot of friends through my channel. So, you know, it's a good community, good vibes type of meme. But this time, let's set it even higher. Let's just see, can we get 2,500 likes? Can we just do that? Let's do it. Make it motherfucking happen. So let's just begin without any further ado. Over the past few months now, I've been getting asked tons of times on every single video, asking when's Sin gonna come back? Where did Sin go? Is he done with YouTube? Is he done with TF2? Which we're going to get into. And this video is going to probably piss a few people off, and it's going to be very controversial because kids these days on the internet take things way too seriously, and they dig way too deep, and they try to start like witch hunts on nothing. So we'll just start from the beginning. Since this is my channel, and since Sin isn't responsible for everything that I have done, I'm going to explain to you, because I'm sure that at least 60%, if not more, on my channel don't know who Sin is. Because I've done a lot for my channel. I've created and fucking grinded out tons of hours, tons of good videos, and I've created a good following for myself that I never thought that I would do. And that's where Sin comes into play. So for those of you who don't know who that is, the first big break that I got on my channel when I had about like 100 subscribers was through Sin, the channel NISLT, which a lot of people don't understand it, but it's just Sin backwards, and LT is Lithuania, which is where he's from. He's a huge channel. He's got like 600,000 subscribers. He had like 450,000 when I had first met him. And he saw a video of mine that I think it made it to Reddit first, and then somebody on Reddit sent it to him, and then that's when Sin had contacted me about it. Actually, I think I actually sent him a private message about it. Somebody on Reddit said that I should send it to Sin, and I was aware of Sin because I was subscribed to his channel. I liked his videos because I was really into TF2 at that time. So to clarify and simplify things, I post a video about Thompson. It's really popular. It's awesome. People are loving it. And when I say people are loving it, I mean like, you know, maybe like 2,000 views, whatever. And it makes it to Reddit, and everybody's like, wow, this is the best video ever. This is awesome. This is hilarious. This is the embodiment of TF2. And somebody goes out of their free will, which is awesome because, you know, I only had 100 subscribers. I didn't know anything about the business at the time. So somebody took my video and they posted it on Reddit. And I was just going through the comments on Reddit and whatnot. And somebody had recommended to me that I send it to Sin. And I was like, okay, that actually sounds like a good idea. I never thought I would even have anything to send to him. So I sent it to him. And it was in a private message on YouTube, and he loved it. He immediately replied, and he was like, oh, this is awesome. We can put it on my channel, and I'll make you a big YouTube star, so to speak, of course. He didn't actually have any kind of future plans with me in that very moment. That was a mouthful, and I'm kind of trying to explain this in a way where everybody will understand it, because a lot of people don't understand the story. I'm just going to try to get through this as fast as I can. So to fast forward, Sin eventually asked me if I wanted to be a permanent person on his channel, somebody who could be the voice of his channel and just post videos on there, because he really saw something in me, and it was awesome. It was the first time that anybody in life, in this planet, had saw me and thought to themselves, this person could be somebody with the right tools and the right amount of help. And if I'm completely honest, I don't attribute all of my success to what he did for me, but I never ever take it for granted, because part of me knows that I would have made the videos that I like to make anyways, and I would have made a video like Lucio Ball. I would have made a video like Toxic Watch, you know, but the other part of me knows that Sin is a genius. He is one of the smartest and nicest people I have ever met in my entire life, and no amount of gratitude can be shown for somebody who's taught me as much as I know now about YouTube as a business and myself as a person working through something like this. And I can never ever thank him enough for giving me that first big break and for teaching me what he knows. It's actually funny too, because one of the first things he ever said to me when we actually really got down to talking about seriously working on YouTube together was that he felt like he wanted to be Dr. Dre and he saw me as his Eminem. And that was one of the nicest things that was ever said to me ever, because as I said, nobody ever saw anything in me. My parents, they don't fucking care. They never really thought I would amount to anything. The people I went to school with, they didn't think I was going to amount to anything. And because of somebody as influential as Sin saw something in me and he helped me believe in myself and he taught me how I could do better for myself, you know, this is my primary job now. This is where I get money to feed myself. This is where I get money to help the people that I love. He helped me create a family through you guys, and I love you guys so, so much, because really, you guys are all that I have. This audience, all you people out there that are listening to my voice right now as I speak, you guys are honestly all that I have, and I owe everything that I have right now to you guys. And Sin was the ignition to making me create this. There's just so much to talk about in this video. I hope you guys are bearing with me, but moving onward, more fast forwarding to do. Everybody's always asking me about TF2, did you quit TF2, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe that you can quit the game, but for the sake of the kids out there who ask such a stupid question like that, the answer is yes. So on the timeline of things, TF2 got updated less and less and less. Overwatch wasn't out yet. There was no love being put into TF2 whatsoever. Every other game, there would be a modder or a hacker in it. Bugs would be exploited. And it got to a point where TF2 was getting updated once a year. And then it got to a point where TF2 wasn't getting updated at all. The game that I had played since launch was a completely different game. And then on top of that, the game that I had played since launch had just stopped being maintained altogether. I don't care about any kids' stupid comments out there about TF2 or betraying it or not playing it or whatever, because what it comes down to is that TF2 no longer made me happy, and I felt betrayed by TF2 because I was a consumer, I was a customer, I put money and time and love into that game for it to turn back around on me and to take me for granted and take my time and my money for granted. No stupid comment or paragraph will change that. No reminiscing on memories from the past will change that. It's just how it is. On my channel, I do what I want and I upload what I want. And what that comes down to me is I upload what I'm currently having fun with. If you want to watch TF2 videos, there are plenty of people who still unironically have fun on TF2. You can go watch them. And I don't care what YouTuber you heard, oh, they only have one or two developers, Justin. That's why, man. This next update's gonna be great. I just went to Valve HQ and they showed me lots of really good things that they're working on. You just gotta give it time. I don't care. You know when somebody is coming over to your house, like you're gonna have company over for like a dinner party or just a party in general, you know what you do? You clean your house and make it look like you don't live like a lazy fucking pig. They had their opportunity when they had a full development team to impress me, and they still put out bad updates or none at all. Now, why is this important? I'm sure I pissed off tons of you kids out there. I don't really care. Anybody out there who's a sensible and mature person will understand that this is my opinion, this is my perspective, that the things that I'm talking about actually did happen and they're real things. The reason why this is relevant is because, in essence, Sin loved TF2 and he cared about it, and he had such high hopes and expectations for where it was going to go and how it was going to turn out and all this exciting stuff that he was super duper stoked about, because he truly loved TF2 and he probably still does love TF2 a great amount. But he's just disappointed. Now you factor that in with YouTube being a 24/7 job where you're constantly having to think about it, you're constantly having to work on it, and Sin is one of the hardest working people I have ever met. He spent hours looking through demo tapes and demo footage to make funny videos of your guys' community moments. He spent even more hours editing them, and like I said, it's a 24-hour job, and at one point it just stopped being worth it because YouTube only gets harder to be on as the days go by. And that makes it a billion times harder when the thing that you love the most, in his case TF2, isn't what it once was. Now, I would give you a word-for-word answer on how he's been and what he has to say about things, but the sad reality is that now, I know Sin on a pretty personal level. I've actually talked to him. You know, we've said things to each other. He's told me about his life. I've told him about my life. And I would consider him to be a very dear friend who I actually care about a great amount. Not just because of what he did for me business-wise, but as a person, he's a great guy. He's truly a wonderful person. If I had to give my take about what I think he's doing or where he's gonna go or if he'll come back, I think that Sin was just burnt out and he couldn't take such disappointment anymore, and that he was looking for something new because YouTube just wasn't cutting it anymore. I know he'll always be a passionate person, and I know that one day he may return and he may have that spark again, but as for right now, if I had to take a guess, I'd guess that he's just trying to figure out what the next big thing in his life is going to be, because I know that he has people in his life that he loves and cares about. I know that he's trying to figure out how he can live happily ever after. So I think we should just give it time. Something that will not help him come back or will not make me or anybody feel better is bitching about a game. It doesn't matter what somebody makes their YouTube videos on. If Sin comes back, it's 150% his choice if he wants to turn into a vlogging channel, if he wants to turn into a Counter-Strike channel or an Overwatch channel. It's his choice if he wants to make fucking food review videos. It's absolutely his choice, and you dictating what he can and can't do is 150% not up to you or fucking anybody except for him. I personally would love to see Sin come back and be reborn as an Overwatch channel. If he were to come back and do what he did on TF2 on Overwatch, he would be fucking huge. If I had to make a prediction if he were to do that, he would be 1.5 million subscribers in less than 6 months, or if not fucking 6 months. No more than 6 months. The man's a genius. He knows what people like. He knows what he can upload that people really love to watch. And if he set his mind to it, he could honestly do anything. We're all going through things no matter what position we're in, and Sin is no different. He's a human being, so let's not fucking treat him like he's some kind of circus animal that's supposed to be playing TF2 or something. Nobody is a circus animal that's supposed to be doing anything. And that's the answer that I have to give you guys about where Sin is. That's the answer that I have to give you guys about things, and that's the answer to stuff that you've probably been wondering and stuff like that. So just take it with a grain of salt. As always, I'm Justin, and you're not. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. As well, I might have some funny moments type stuff on Overwatch, maybe GTA coming out here real soon. But really into both of those things lately. Love you guys. I'll see you later.